Hello, my beloved viewers. I am Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist. Emotional unavailability is often misunderstood. It is not just about coldness or distance. Sometimes it wears a charming face. It laughs at your jokes. It texts back, shows up but never fully. Emotional unavailability is the feeling that someone is right there beside you, and yet unreachable. And the more you try to close the gap, the more you end up questioning your own needs. We do not always choose emotionally unavailable people on purpose. But when our nervous system is wired to equate love with effort, we often mistake emotional absence for normal. And what is normal often feels safe even when it is not healthy. That is the quiet danger of emotional unavailability. It does not always feel wrong at first. 1. The signs of emotional unavailability. Emotional unavailability can show up in subtle, inconsistent ways. It might look like a partner who avoids deep conversations, changes the subject when things get too real, or uses humor as a deflection. They may be attentive one moment and withdrawn the next. They might say they care but resist making future plans. Or they may claim vulnerability while never truly revealing anything. These patterns leave you feeling emotionally hungry, like you are always waiting for something that never fully arrives. And because it is not overtly cruel, it is easy to minimize. But it chips away at your sense of emotional safety over time. You may find yourself working harder and harder to earn small doses of connection, mistaking their crumbs for love. But true emotional connection does not require convincing. It meets you, joins you, and it stays. 2. Why we are drawn to it. We do not choose emotional unavailability because we enjoy pain. We choose it because it feels familiar. If you grew up around love that was inconsistent love that had to be earned, you may be drawn to dynamics that mimic that experience. The chase feels normal. The uncertainty feels exciting. The effort becomes the proof that the love is real. But love does not have to be a project. You do not have to prove your worth to be loved back. Emotional unavailability feels magnetic because it lights up our old attachment wounds. It tempts us to win over the very kind of love that once left us waiting. And the part of us that wants to rewrite the ending thinks, maybe this time it will be different. But healing does not happen by reenacting old pain. It happens when we choose to stop. 3. How it leaves you feeling when you are in a relationship with someone emotionally unavailable. You start to shrink. You lower your needs. You second-guess your feelings. You become careful, overthinking texts, holding back emotions, learning to be less so you do not scare them off. And yet, no matter how much you adapt, it never feels like enough. You may even start to question your own worth, because emotional unavailability is not just about their distance. It's about how far you are willing to reach just to keep them close. It creates emotional fatigues, the exhaustion of loving without ever fully landing. And it leaves a hollow space where connection should be. A space filled with your effort, your hope, your longing going back with silence. For what healing looks like, healing from patterns of choosing emotionally unavailable partners means relearning what love should feel like. It means choosing peace over pursuit, stability over intensity, mutual presence over the thrill of the chase. It is about building a relationship with yourself where you no longer confuse withholding with depth or inconsistency with passion. It also means having the courage to walk away from someone you love when their love stays on mute. Because being alone is painful, but being half-held is worse. Real connection does not make you guess. It shows up. It stays. It holds space without making you beg for it. It allows you to be fully human, not edited, not diminished, not small. 5. Have you lived this pattern? Have you found yourself drawn to people who could never fully meet you emotionally? Or have you been the one holding back? Share your story in the comments. There is strength in naming what we once accepted, freedom in choosing something new. Because the moment we name it, we shift it. We create space for something different, something softer, something real. Emotional unavailability does not always come with red flags. Sometimes it comes wrapped in charm, in partial presence, in just enough attention to keep you hoping. But hope is not the same as connection, and longing is not the same as love. You deserve more than almost, more than maybe. You deserve presence that is consistent, love that is mutual, and connection that does not make you question your own needs. Choosing someone emotionally available may feel unfamiliar at first, But unfamiliar is not unsafe. Sometimes it is just new. And new can be exactly what healing looks like. In our next episode, we will explore the psychology of chasing closure and why some goodbyes never come. This is Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist. Subscribe to STR TV for grounded insight into the relationships that shape us, wound us, and ultimately teach us who we are.